And now, 3 rounds of Fade the Noise, bold takes, sharp bets, and guaranteed heat. Introducing first, the hosts, Joe and Eric.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 28 of Fade the Noise. We've got a full house with us today. We got Aaron, Angel, and welcoming back this week is Joe, CEO of Moneyline Hacks and co-sponsor of the show.
What's good? Happy to be back. Lots to talk about. Great UFC last week and a great Cowboys game yesterday.
Amazing.
Amen. I hope everybody had a great holiday. It's not over yet. It's Black Friday, which just means extra football, really, but still looking forward to it and hope not too many of you guys are working. We've got a short lineup for today. We just wanted to make sure we get a show out for everyone, and we're going to dive on in with a recap of the Bilal Gary fight, and I will let Joe do that. I did say last week, I was like, Joe told me Gary, and that's all I said, because last time I gave UFC advice, it went poorly. So that's it.
Yeah, last week was great card, especially for a free card. Gotta love it. Sarukian got that submission win last week. We were on Sarukian submission in VIP, so that was a VIP pick I gave out. Plus 275 one unit, so winning 3 units almost off of that play came through for us. And then we also had a double cash. We only released 2 picks for that Sarukian fight. The other pick was for it to go under 3.5 rounds. He got the submission, I think, in round 2. So we had a double cash, winning 5 units on that fight, just for VIP, which is awesome. The main event was also a winner. We had Ian Gary by decision. I actually did have a little side half hedge. Not hedge, really. I was planning on winning both, but worst case, it would be a hedge for Gary if he wins a decision for us to win about a unit. But I did throw half a unit on Bilal plus 3.5. I had never seen Middle East get robbed like that by the judges. Like, he shouldn't have won, but he should have covered the spread. So even they came over there. They don't like him in America. They don't like him in Chicago. They don't like him in the Middle East and Qatar. Where do they like Bilal? But I don't know. And then we hit no, that was it. So yeah, good co-main, good main for the UFC last week. But yeah, we'll get into it this week. Well, there's no UFC this weekend, but we'll get into it next weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that. And yeah, Bilal's a hard guy to like. At this point, I don't even know if it's his fault, because he is who he is, and that sucks.
Yeah, my wife's not a fan.
She is in the majority. Cool. So we're going to talk NBA first, and we're going to do Mavericks at Lakers. I'm going to let Angel take us away on this one, and then we'll go back over to Joe if you want to talk about it. Yeah, big. Well, actually, I just saw a notification that AD's planning his return tonight.
You are correct. AD is back. He picked a good game to come back. This is still the Emirates NBA Cup. The Mavericks are eliminated from this NBA Cup, so they're not playing for much. But if AD's back, it could be a revenge game, some would say. But I don't think the Dallas has what the Lakers have talent-wise. They do got some young talent. I'll give them that, the Mavs. But when it comes to superstars, that's up and coming. Lakers, they have a 3-headed beast right now. LeBron James has returned, and he's making his return noticed. Austin Reeves, he's legit sharpshooter. He's a passer. He's a rebounder. Luka is Luka. Dude's lost over 15 pounds since last season, and also noticeable, I believe he's leading the league in points per game. And yeah, it shows. Lakers are 3-0 in the Emirates Cup play after beating the Clippers. So now they're clinched, and I don't think this game means much for the Emirates Cup wise, but for the Lakers and Mavs, it means something. So I think DeAndre Ayton's also coming back. So I think the Lakers are kind of easily favored in this game. I mean, they got elite playmakers. Dallas just doesn't have as much talent as they do. But I mean, you never know. All it takes is one person to go off. Klay Thompson could just come out 10 for 10 threes. I've seen it before. You never know. But if they're depending on that to happen, it's not very likely. And yeah, I'm going to go with the Lakers on this. Luka's probably putting up a triple-double since it's against his Mavs team. I believe Nico's not there anymore, so he won't be there to see what he's done. But the Dallas organization knows what they've done, and I don't know how they let that happen, but I say as a Lakers fan, thank you. We love Luka, and we will keep him there. And yeah, go Lakers. Good luck, Mavs. Good luck.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a beatdown. And I remember there was some concern right when LeBron came back because apparently their worst performances were when him and Luka were on the floor at the same time, which I think makes sense. But after what I saw, I think like a week ago or something, Austin Reeves went off that game too. I think they probably just needed some time.
For sure. I think his first game back, he had 12 assists. So, I mean, he's looking for his teammates to score the ball, and he usually doesn't even start scoring until the fourth quarter. So, yeah, he's putting in work, and I think it's going to be a good year for LA. Very good record right now.
Hell yeah. Joe?
Yeah, so this game, good game here. Love the Lakers almost as much as my Cowboys. Lakers 13-4, winners of 4 straight at home, 8-2 in their last 10 at home. Mavericks are 5-14, 3-7 in their last 10. So, it's a justifiable line set with Lakers at -10. The total is set to around 230.5. Lakers, led by Luka, playing MVP caliber as he should be. When skinny Luka is a thing, he's the best player in the league most times. First 3 years with the Mavericks, skinny Luka, amazing. This year with Lakers, skinny Luka, amazing. So love where we're at with him leading the team. Mavs are rebuilding. They're leaning heavily on rookie Cooper Flag. It's one spot you never want to be in, is leaning so heavy on your rookie. They're also leaning on their wings like PJ Washington. There's not many angles really for this besides Lakers getting the W. They get to the rim and the line pretty good. Luka's always slashing wings, collapsing the paint, kicking it to shooters. Mavs defense actually allow 115.5 points per game. Their issues are in closing possessions despite a good rebounding profile. They could defend the first action, but they struggle on rotations and second chance. So if they don't get you out of there in their first action, it's rough moving forward. So I expect the Lakers to capitalize on that. They're a very good rotation team, second chance team, and they're just built, ironically, to beat the Mavs. So Flag is the main half-court threat, I believe. Dallas's bottom tier offense efficiency. They are heavily reliant on jumpers right now, which is not a good thing unless you're Steph Curry. Lakers is not a lockdown defense, but it's a good enough unit in half court and can turn bad spacing into transition buckets. I'll say Lakers are laying double-digit points at home with recent strong 4. That's why they're probably a double-digit spread today. I know the public is all over that. Yeah, I'm thinking right now, Lakers rolling at home, the huge favorite, cup atmosphere. And Mavs are just in save face mode. Young group that might treat this like a measuring stick game, but if I had to lean a certain way on this game, I'd definitely lean the Lakers spread. It's a juicy spread, but these spreads have been covering the beginning of the NBA season on these big spreads. So yeah, and if you like totals, if it gets, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from the total actually on this. There's some scenario stuff, like if you want to bet it live, if it gets into a track meet or Lakers could cover 230 if it's looking pretty good on the first quarter. Yeah, if Dallas kind of drags it into the mud, they'll probably go under. Yeah, not a huge. I'm not on the side really for the over. If I were to bet this, it'd be live.
Cool. Thank you. And I'm curious to see how how Anthony Davis is going to be used defensively, and also who's going to be matched up and how that's going to affect the rotation on the Lakers side.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's still a top tier defender.
Yeah, I mean, he is a top tier defender. I just don't know if he's going to be at his potential anymore. He just looking miserable in Dallas. He wants to go back to LA, gained weight. Like, he's just not in his I don't think in the best mindset right now.
I hear you. And for what Angel said earlier about, I know it wasn't a serious thing, but Luka probably getting a triple double. I just looked up the odds. Luka to get a double double is -126. Like, I would take that. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
buddy.
kidding. AD is +161 for a double double, and then for triple double, Luka's +465, and LeBron's +2300. You only need 10 points.
Yes. That's
I'd love to
crazy.
see what happens, but
That's
I'd sprinkle
crazy
on
that
that.
AD is +161 for a double-double, because that's just 10 rebounds, 10 points. And this dude's supposed to be traded for Luka, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
I mean, I
it might
kind of
be
like that
restricted.
bet. Yeah, I could see that first game back, but that's crazy. 60? Probably won't get that again. That
Absolutely.
Texas barbecue is dangerous. I seen AD put on some weight too, you know what I mean? So good
It
luck.
is.
Good luck with that. Diet.
Took the weight Luca lost this summer.
For reals.
He found it. Yeah. And God, I miss Texas barbecue. There was a barbecue truck that I came across the other day in Denver and was like, man, it smells good. And I went and got it. Was not it. I don't know what I expected, but all right, cool. Thank you guys for the NBA insight. We're going to move on to NFL now. And I really like both games that we're going to talk about. And we're going to start things off with Niners at Browns. 49ers are minus 238. And this, I don't know how the odds makers do it. This seems like a really tough game to analyze. We'll start things off with Joe, and then I'll come around to Aaron.
Yeah, so 49ers at Browns this week. Contender versus chaos is what I like to call this matchup. 49ers at 8-4. They're trying to keep pace in a crowded NFC West. They're trying to push for the number 1 seed. And Browns are 3-8. They're suddenly spicy though with Shedeur Sanders. So I'm liking that. I'm liking the Shedeur Sanders led Browns. This is his first home start, and it's going to be a good one. Market's saying right now a clear edge on the 49ers. The win probability is in the 70% right now. Let's see what Brock Purdy has this game. He played terrible last game, throwing 3 interceptions. He is efficient in Shanahan's system historically. The offense is built around McCaffrey and yards after carry monsters like Kittle, and so we just have to see how this goes. If Purdy gets back on track here, they should have no problem winning this. 49ers passing game is generally top 10 in efficiency, very play, action, and motion heavy, making life easier on Purdy. Rookies, Sanders, second start overall. He's coming off a debut where the box score was modest, but the high-end throws popped for sure. 200-plus yards. Miles Garrett was looking like, wow, can we even throw like long passes like that? I've never seen that before on my team. But yeah, over 200 yards, 1 touchdown. He had an interception and just several explosives, like I said, downfield. So it was good. It's a huge step up in defensive quality, though, this week for Shedeur. You could contrast the Raiders defense he just beat with the 49ers front led by Nick Bosa and a veteran secondary that moves post-snap. So he did not see any of that when he faced the Raiders. Like I said, 49ers, strength, motion, misdirection, CMC and space. Browns, they got to lean into those explosive shots, RPO elements with Sanders after years of quarterback instability. I think the 49ers will likely dare the rookie to sustain 10, 12 play drives, flooding underneath windows and forcing him to beat tight coverage outside the numbers. They're going to make it rough on Shedeur. They're going to make him uncomfortable and see if he does the rookie like rookies do when pressured. So basically, are we buying the rookie buzz, or is this a reality check spot? I do have a pick for this and a slight lean, but we'll wait until best bets.
Yeah. I'm actually really looking forward to see what Angel and Aaron have to say, because 49ers are kind of banged up on defense, and I don't know how much they're going to ask of Shedeur. Like you said, rookies be rookieing, and they've got Quinshon Judkins, and I don't know. I can't believe the 49ers record is what it is either. But yeah. Aaron, what are your thoughts on this game?
Could be windy. I think that's this game too. I think it could be windy. Oh no, it's cold. Like high 37, low 28. Cold. I guess that's like a historical kind of in favor of the Browns, running slow game kind of deal. They're 4-0 or 4-1 against the spread at home this year. 6-1. 49ers are 6-1 as a favorite though, and they're 5-2 ATS. But like you said, they're kind of banged up. Kind of like every time you put another puzzle piece down, lose a couple more for the 49ers, and can't ever really put the whole thing together at once. It's always missing something different. Just looking at stuff aside from that, like the 49ers or McCaffrey, I don't know who does it for them, but either way, the 49ers are like top 5 in efficiency when they're running plays most, unless they're running against teams that are top 5 defenses, then they're like kind of third in efficiency. So that's a thing too. And then what is it? Shanahan is 1-8 versus the Jim Schwartz defensive coordinator versus the Browns. So
Seriously?
yeah, and they kind of lead the series too. But I was just not really sold on the Browns. I was just wondering if they had an argument. So I just found a bunch of Brown stuff. The Browns 13-8. They're 4-0 at home since '93. Last time 49ers beat them was in '84. I mean, all that aside, they still have a rookie. It's like, damn, I don't know what to pick. Yeah, just we were talking about it before it started. If somehow Cleveland's offense can stay on the field, I don't think their defense will have much of a problem. But can they stay on the field? That was just interesting. It's like I might be able to back the Browns. Some of that stuff sounds good, man. I don't know where I'm at right there still.
Sometimes you got to sleep on it.
I did write down something. I kind of, it's too low of a total, but is it, I'm not even going to commit myself to a pick. Maybe Judkins rush yards. It's like 68.5. That seems pretty low.
And
I agree.
my boy.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Aaron. Angel, what are your thoughts?
Yes, we got a very highly anticipated matchup here. 8-4 49ers going against 3-8 Browns. And this Browns team is led by their top-ranked defense, and his name is Miles Garrett. He has about 18 sacks from the season. Lead leaguer. I believe he leads by about 5 to the next guy, 13. Garrett is a freak of nature. He has 13 sacks in his last 4 games, and I believe he's going to have maybe about 2 more sacks at least. Brock Purdy was not sacked one time last game against Carolina. That is going to be a major difference. Brock Purdy had time to throw. He didn't have to look over his shoulder constantly. It is a much different story against the Browns defense. He is going to be running for his life. He is going to be throwing the ball as fast as he can. And he's going to be looking for McCaffrey 24/7. He is his key to getting out of a lot of situations. This is going to be interesting matchup, but San Francisco's defense is banged up, yes, but they do have very complex defensive schemes, and they're going to throw everything they got at Shadur Sanders. He is 1-0 as a Brown starter. First crazy thing is, he could be just what the Browns need. Paired with that defense, you give Shadur Sanders some time back there, let him not make too many mistakes, then I think, like you said, keep San Francisco off the field a lot and give them the ball. I don't know. But 49ers have won 2 games in a row, more than double-digit points. I think this is going to be a much closer game. Yeah, I don't know who does better, the 49ers offense or the Browns defense, but that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to be unpredictable. I think Miles Garrett is going to come from both sides, down the middle, whatever he has to get to Brock Purdy. But yeah, like Joe said, Brock Purdy had 3 interceptions last game, and that wasn't even against a top-ranked defense. So what happens when he faces a Browns defense coming for him? So I think if Shadur Sanders maybe goes over 200 yards again, gets the ball out of his hands quick, and this could be an upset in the making. But I do think Christian McCaffrey does have a good game. He might be their best player in the game because I don't know how George Kittle's there too. So I mean, we'll see what they do. You can only double team Miles Garrett so much, and that even doesn't stop him. So yeah, it's tough to choose a side, but I don't know. I'm liking the plus spread for the Browns if I had to pick something.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I still remember the first time I saw a picture of Miles Garrett, like when he was in the gym, and I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind. I was like, no one looks like that.
My God. Yeah, he's so good. He's going to break that sack
He's so
record
big.
for sure.
Yeah, those are some crazy sack statistics. I was just checking. They don't have it up yet, at least not in DraftKings, but I wanted to see what his odds were to get a sack. They'll probably have 2+ sacks even.
Minus
I don't know.
300.
We'll see. I might.
on.
Yeah, I might look at this game for a teaser. I gotta see because the other component's always going to be the total, and that's a tough call in this game.
Heck yeah.
Cool. So, next up, we're going to talk Bills at Steelers. Bills are -175. I did see that it's expected to be pretty windy, and there's going to be some rain, which, and they play on grass. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's kick things off with Joe, and we'll go back around same way. Can't hear you.
Steelers versus Bills. We got Josh Allen, still the engine of the offense. The Bills rank top 5 in a lot of offensive metrics, but are 2 boom busts, and have struggled to generate explosives since Diggs left still. But they are coming off a game where he took 8 sacks and 3 turnovers versus Houston, so the pass protection is also a huge concern. Yeah, I feel like offense is beat up for Bills. I think both starting tackles are ruled out, and Steelers' pass rush is pretty good, so that seems like a bad matchup right there. James Cook over 1,000 rushing yards again, though, so he's quietly the most stable part of this offense, I believe. Khalil Shakur emerging as Allen's most reliable wide receiver option. Yeah, so it's just the Bills offense versus Steelers defense. Bills passing game has that top tier upside, like I said, but it's over reliant on short stuff plus Allen improvisation. So fans are grumbling about offensive coordinator Joe Brady's scheme. Like I've been vocal about Eberflus's scheme 2 months ago. Now it's looking better. But yeah, Steelers basically want to run ahead and stay ahead of those chains. Bills D gutted by injury. They have some pieces that flash though, like their safety Cole Bishop. Yeah, this one honestly, I think I'm liking the Steelers on this one. I think I'm liking them as a home dog. Bills are just a little too beat up, and if Steelers could control that tempo and run, this leans like a grinded out type game, which would do good for the close spread as well as the under. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think Rodgers was coming back too, and
Yeah, he should be back.
damn. Well, I agree. See what Aaron's got.
Yeah, I think Rodgers is gonna be back. I'm pretty sure. It's a kind of like a must-win, make a wild card spot for the Steelers here. Even though they have the Ravens next week to look ahead to. I think they play the Browns coming up soon. I mean, they have a pretty gauntlet of a schedule. They kind of had that all season though, which means they should be a lot more tried and tested than the Bills started and still have a pretty easy schedule, and they've been struggling with it. I mean, they have to beat Baltimore kind of more. This is kind of like we need to win this game, but I think that's why Aaron Rodgers is planning on coming back. I think that he'll be playing. I was all kind of hyped up a few weeks or a few shows ago. We had Maxwell Hairsome or whatever, the rookie corner, come back, and their secondary looked good that game, and I think they won that game. But before he was there, they were like, it was pretty bad on defense. You could throw on the Bills. Everybody was throwing on them, and they're kind of back weak again. They don't have people they haven't had anyways. I mean, they're still wounded. I think the Steelers can contain Josh Allen more than other teams have, but I mean, it's going to be tough. He's oogie boogie Josh Allen. He's gonna roll, but he's 7-0 when he rushes for 50 or more yards this year. So, or yeah, and the Steelers don't have the best pass defense, but like you said, they've kind of. I want to see what they do this game because I think they're moving up a little bit too, and I think this is a big motivational spot for them if you want to play playoffs. Bills' weaknesses are like outside linebackers and now secondary, which is DK Metcalf all day. And when that's happened and he's able to like exploit them people, it's like a almost 33% target share for Metcalf. So I mean, it could be windy and cold, but I mean, still expect Aaron Rodgers to at least let's bully these kids around. Let's bully these young kids around real quick, DK, and then we'll run the ball and game management. I feel like this is a big game management game. I could get down with the under for sure. I just think that's what needs to happen on both sides. Unless Josh Allen decides, we're going to score 3 touchdowns here in this 4-minute span at the end of the game. But I mean, what can you do at that point? But I think it's interesting, especially as much think the Steelers, I don't know if they have a shot. I think I'd imagine they all want to make the playoffs. This is their spot. They have to win this. So yeah, Steelers are 14-4 straight up at home when it's 40 or colder too. That's the team. It wasn't the Browns game. It was the cold really favors the Steelers at home. The situation, cold, windies.
I mean, it's Buffalo though, so no, I'm not saying like that's where they're playing. I'm saying it's another cold place.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, but that's all though. It's an interesting game for sure.
Yeah, I was just looking up defensive stats for both teams, and I feel like they're both hard to believe because it's like all over the place. Top pass defense, and we've seen, play say otherwise, and, worst rush defense. I don't know. We'll have to see. Sometimes those stats need some context.
Yeah.
Angel, what do you got for us?
Oh, yes. We got a fun one on our hands. I'm expecting a high energy, playoff style, maybe atmosphere. And it's going to be electric with Josh Allen and the return of Rodgers from his fractured non-throwing wrist. But how is he going to be able to play with that injury? Is it fully healed? Is he just trying to, keep people off it. I don't know if it's gonna limit him at all, but I can tell you what, Buffalo's gonna try to get after him because they're gonna need to. Buffalo is favored, but Pittsburgh pass rush and their home field advantage keeps the upset very alive. A lot of people are counting out the Steelers, but I'm not. They do have one of the top playmakers. His name's TJ Watt. He recently broke his brother JJ Watt's franchise sack record. So the Steelers are going to need him to consistently win. They're going to need him to tackle everyone, and he's going to need to get to the quarterback. He's going to need to cause turnovers, which he's good at, and I think he's the one to do it. I can see why the Bills are favored, but I think that this is going to be a much closer matchup than we anticipate. Both teams are fighting for playoff positions. Bills are 7-4, Steelers are 6-5, so Steelers definitely would say must-win situation. Bills are looking to bounce back, but will the Steelers let them? I'm not sure. This is going to be a swing game for wild card seeding, so it's very much so a playoff game. And Buffalo has been quite inconsistent on the road. So pair that with coming off playing against that Texans defense, this is a must win for them too. So I think who wants it more? I'm not sure, but Steelers have been losing a lot of tight, close games without their quarterback Aaron Rodgers. And with him back, they're going to have that edge. Has much more experience than Josh Allen. Josh Allen did just win MVP, so obviously he's quite good, but I don't know. We're going to see what happens, The biggest advantage in this matchup is Josh Allen because even if they're banged up, receivers down, he's going to run it in. He'll run. They got James Cook. He's been mentioned before. Quite good. And yeah, I don't know who wins, Pittsburgh's defense or Josh Allen. I think DK is coming off not too good of a game, but if they can get him some targets, and like has been mentioned also, Bills' defense horrific. So Kenneth Gainwell, Jalen Warren, get ready to tear him up because they're gonna need you to. So I'm thinking high scoring game. I don't know if it's gonna be so low like that Browns and 49ers game we talked about.
Damn, if Steelers only just had Pickens still. Shucks.
Nah, they
Even if
don't
they
need
did,
him.
it's not like they ever made use of it.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
just wasted his talent, so we're making use of
That's
it.
true. That's why they're like, why did Pickens look so good with Dallas? Why does Javonte Williams look so good with Dallas? Why does Amari Cooper look so good with Dallas? Maybe they just know. Maybe the offensive coordinators know something.
Yeah, it helps having a
Absolutely.
quarterback who can throw to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that's going to wrap up our NFL slate today. It's time to dive into Lock It In, and we're just going to keep the same order going. So, Joe, what do you have for us? What plays are you looking forward to?
I have two best bets today for Lock It In. Best bet, they're both going to be for NFL. Best bet number one. Let's go with Steelers. I'm liking the plus 3.5. Bills' O-line is wrecked. Both starting line tackles are out. Massive mismatch versus Steelers front that hunts sacks. Yeah, Josh Allen, like I said, just took 8 sacks and had 3 turnovers last week. Pittsburgh's defensive front is the exact build that gives Allen problems. Pressure from edges plus disguised zones. And then also we have some historical relevancy here. Home dog Tomlin in December in a low total environment, catching a full 3 plus 3.5 is historically gold, liking that plus 3.5. For best bet number 2, let's go with the 49ers and Browns under. I know this is set low, but Cleveland's defense is built for low totals with the best pass rusher in football right now and strong coverage. Miles Garrett's the guy. Sanders' first home start. Impressive talent, but volatile. San Francisco will force long, slow drives. Browns offense is going to have trouble sustaining 12-play scoring drives against Bosa and that 49er front. 49ers offense is also strong, but this matchup is designed for a slower, bruising Trent-style game rather than shootout pace. Also, the weather plus December AFC North environment leans under. Everything that I have in my model just projecting this to go under. Field position, sacks, long drive stalling. I think it's a 2017 type of game.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
At most, by the hook. I think it's like 37.5 right now or 36.5 the line. So get that line above 37.
Yeah, nothing's worse than the hook.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, what do you got for us?
I think I just got one today. College football, Clemson.
I
money
knew
line.
it. Oh, I thought you were going to talk about A&M.
Clemson smashed spot. Clemson wins like 40-9, 31-12, something like that.
What's
And
the spread?
they're underdogs. I don't even know what the spread is. I just seen them plus 123. It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. They're gonna finish out and make a playoff spot.
Plus 2.5.
Yeah, it's not 3.5 though. But that's all. That's gonna be my focus tomorrow.
Get it.
Deal. Angel, what do you got for me?
Yeah, I got 3 bets for you. I got one NBA and 2 football. So we'll start basketball. Going back to this Lakers Mavs game, I do think Luka goes off and has a revenge game for them trading him, but I think he low-key maybe wants to be in LA more. I don't know. I can't think for him, but that's just what I think. But this bet is not Luka Doncic, it's Austin Reeves. He's quite consistent, and the bet is over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So even with LeBron James back, he's still gone over this bet in 3 of those games LeBron's been back, and this bet has hit in 5 straight games and 7 of his last 8 games. So even if he's not scoring points, which he usually is, he's getting rebounds, he's getting assists, he's getting the steals. He does it all. And if Luka's, he even goes off in the first half from what I've been noticing with these games, and then second half, the scoring comes down, he gets a little more double teamed. That's when his assist goes up. And guess what? He's passing to Reeves. He's passing to LeBron. He's passing to everyone else. But Reeves, he just needs 32 PRA, and that's going to cash quite easy, I think. So hopefully they don't blow out the Mavs and he can stay in for more than 3 quarters, but that would be my only worry for that bet not to cash. My second bet is going to be football. Going back to this Browns game, bro, the Browns had 10 sacks last week. They were playing the Raiders, so they're not good. We know that, but they're going to let some sacks through. One of those sacks might hurt Brock Purdy a little too much. He just came back not too recently. So I'm saying is watch out. I'm taking that plus 4. I'm double downing on it. As I mentioned it earlier, I don't know, man. You're asking Brock Purdy a lot after coming off those turnovers. Now he has to go against this defense. I would have nightmares before the game, so hopefully he doesn't. But yeah, let's go plus 4.5 Browns. My last bet, we all don't like them. I'm not sure how Aaron feels, but I'm taking the Eagles -7 against the Bears today. I think they're looking for a bounce back. They just got showed up by the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, and I think they're coming with some vengeance. They need to cause some turnovers. They can't lose again because if they want that number 1 seed in the NFC, guess what? Can't keep losing. So Bears, we can't count out the Bears though. Remember, they're top of their division, NFC North. Oh, this is going to be who wants to be top. Is it going to be the Bears or Eagles? But I'm taking the Eagles, and I'm taking the -7 spread. So that's what I got. Go Cowboys.
Of those picks, especially the NBA one, man.
He's sneaky.
I like the Austin Reeves line a lot.
Top 3 option, bro. I guess
Yeah.
Reeves my
I think
boy.
I'm gonna do that.
Yes, sir.
Those are solid for sure.
I think I'm going to tease the Browns and the Steelers spreads. We'll add some points, a little safety net. Yeah.
Might tail that one.
I'll wrap this up. So I wasn't gonna mention it just because the Eagles game is gonna start so soon, but yeah, I like AJ Brown today as a touchdown scorer, and also Jalen Warren in the Steelers game, but not enough to commit to it.
Yeah.
Just advantageous positions. Let's see, for touchdown scores, round robin however you want, or pick a couple and parlay. Devontae Adams is basically automatic at this point. I like Travis Etienne's chances. Well, I mean, anyone who plays Tennessee. Devon Achane, Kamani Vidal on the Chargers. I think he's got a really good matchup this week. I love James Cook. I mean, the Steelers have had some weaknesses in, well, maybe Josh Allen. No, James Cook. And lastly, for the Broncos game, I think that one's going to be a kind of a layup. And I honestly think both of them could score. Sean Payton's kind of evil for predictions because he always does different stuff, but I'm going to keep rolling with Troy Franklin just because he's been good to me. Yeah, those are my touchdown scores. And then I know I was wrong when Aaron brought up college football, but I don't have an actual pick here. I just think it's crazy that UT versus A&M. I mean, I'm a big Texas fan. I'm a little shocked that they're even still ranked as high as they are.
They're gonna beat them.
But A&M is only -142.
They're gonna beat them.
You're talking about?
Beat them.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. It's weird. It's a weird thing. I was gonna go to it today, but I didn't realize it was today, not tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to see. I mean, this is a classic matchup. It's the best team A&M's had in years.
I hope A wins. I think they're
I
gonna
know
lose
you hope
today.
that. There's some money to be made on the game for anyone who's interested in watching and gets it in time. But yeah, no pick from me there. So that's our show. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you make a lot of money and aren't working today. Just enjoy the sports, the weather, best time of the year. So best of luck. Come check us out in VIP in the Moneyline Hacks Discord. They've been on fire. Actually, Joe, do you know off the top of your head what the POD record is?
Yeah, I was gonna say something, so thanks for giving me the floor. The NFL Play of the Day record is now 27-7. That is 79.5% hit rate on that this year. We've been going absolutely insane, winning 5 in a row, losing 1, winning 5 in a row, losing 1. That's usually how it goes. So we're on a roll. Yesterday's Play of the Day was Bengals game to go under, and it went under by 6 points or something like that. So
Nice.
cash that one. We don't have an NFL Play of the Day today. They will be back tomorrow or Sunday. But yeah, right now we're running a Black Friday special, 80% off VIP. So check us out. Links in the description for Discord, and you can get this 80% off through Discord. So check us out.
Sweet. Cool. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week, and I hope you cash.
Let's
Go
cash.
Lakers. Let's do it.